Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the guide where I'm going to show you how to get a hiking backpack and clothing for inventory space the fastest way possible in Scum. Now, a lot of things change in Scum due to updates. Okay, so if I can put it this way, the meta changes regularly. So, in the past, if you wanted to find clothing and a hiking backpack, any town, okay, would have been a great option. You would have basically gotten a hiking backpack and some clothing from any town that you went to. But since the traders came out, that is not really an option. Are there many ways to get a hiking backpack or clothing very fast? Yes, but I will show you that in my ultimate guide series, which I will be starting just as the zero point 0.8 update launches. Okay, so I've got a lot of videos planned, but I'm only going to start them once the update launches. At this current point, number one place to find a hiking backpack and clothing and food and water very fast is by far Summerboard, the main city. Okay, you've got a clean river here, which will give you water. There's a bar like a restaurant inside the city that can give you alcohol. You can get rags from the clothing shops and clothing from the clothing shops. So first of all, you can get the clothing. If you get a clothing piece that you already have, you can cut it into rags, because you need clean clothing to add, to combine the alcohol with the rags to make clean rags. I just call them antiseptic bandages, but I mean it's as a proper bandages or whatever the case may be, because those bandages work the best to heal yourself. Okay, but to get to the point here, at the moment, I would say the city is number one, the castle in B3 and the castle in D2 are probably second best, because if you climb all the towers, you might get a backpack quite fast. Bunkers, I'd put third. The chance that you're going to find a hiking backpack in there, is not very good, but the chance that you're going to get clothing and things that you can use are good. But again, it's dangerous. So I'd rather put towns third and bunkers fourth. Okay. And then, points of interest, I'll put at fifth. But to show you what is the fastest way possible to get geared, especially since a new wipe, so you guys can definitely use this at the 0.8 wipe, because when the 0.8 update comes and all the servers wipe, the big city is definitely the place that you'd like to get to as fast as possible, because the water, the food, the clothing, the bows and everything that I'm going to show you now. And if after a wipe, none of the vehicles have been found on the map yet, and there's a ton of vehicle spawns inside the big city. Okay, so there's a lot of advantages to the big city. Now, all I did is I crafted an axe, a bow, 12 arrows. Okay, this took me about 3 minutes. Now I'm going into the big city with basic equipment, and the only difference here is that I started with advanced archery. Okay, I know I always tell you guys to go for melee weapons, but I think that's more applicable to hardcore servers. But if you're good with the bow, you can even start like this on a hardcore server. It's just the amount of times that a melee weapon is going to save your life. Yes, it's great having it, but the amount of times that this is going to make a difference between life or death is not that high. Okay, so it's completely up to you whether you want to go for archery or rifles. I don't really suggest going for handguns, but I would say rifles and archery is not a bad skill. Okay, now the entry point that I love is this entry point right here. You can see there's a little bit of a V here. This road that leads into the big city is a great entry point for me, because it just makes it very easy to get to most of the resources that you need. Okay, here's like a medical things that you can loot. You can loot all these buildings, but we are going to look at how to get a hiking backpack as fast as possible. Okay, Here's a shop as well that you could get some clothing in or food in. And because of the archery skill, puppets aren't really going to be a problem. And of course, you can get clothing from puppets, but that's not the point of the video at the moment. Okay, so I'm just going to get my arrows back. You can put that on you to get warmer and repair it to get, to get inventory space. But we're just going to keep on straight down this road. We're going to sprint. There's more food. Okay, you can get food in there. So the big city has got a heck of a lot of resources. Okay, but if we just follow this road, sometimes there will be a vehicle spawn in there are always vehicle spawns in the parking areas, so never ignore the parking areas. So we're just going to run down this road. There's a market for food again. Okay. We're going to just keep to the sorry guys, going to keep to the left hand side. Here's clothing. Here's a clothing store. Okay, so you open the clothing store. There you've already got more inventory space. Okay, check the area. There's a little hoodie for warmth. This is vanilla loot, guys. Very, very important. This is vanilla loot. Okay, come in here. There's another shirt, racket, hoodie. So as you can see, you can get clothing here. So now we can chop these up for rags. Okay, so I'm going to do that. So we're going to cut up the clothing for 3 rags. 3 rags are fine. Just going to show you how the alcohol combines with the clean clothing that you might not want to wear. Okay, and I'm going to cut up this one. So these are rags. If it's dirty rags, if your clothing gets too dirty or you get rags from puppets, you can't supercharge it. Excuse me. You can't supercharge it with alcohol. Okay, you won't be able to disinfect the rag with alcohol. Okay, maybe we missed something. I'm not really worried about it. And we just keep running. Because of the bow, I'm not really worried about anything. And here's an alcohol store. Okay, so we can go into the alcohol store. See, we get drinks and everything. Just want you guys to realize how many advantages it has. 2-liter bottle. 2-liter bottle. We can go to the gas station, fill up the 2-liter bottle to, drive a vehicle away, to drive a vehicle out of town after a wipe. Okay. No, no alcohol to disinfect the rags yet, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Okay. So again, we just keep running down this road. Okay, and I was wrong. Okay. Where I stayed left, you should go right instead, but it's fine. You keep down this road. Okay, whether you go left or right is fine. If you go right, you'll go past the shops that we need to go past. But as soon as you get to this blue door, where there's a vehicle repair shop inside there, you just go right. From the door, you go right. Okay, then you will get to the restaurant, which is going to give you the alcohol. And that's just basically official loot settings, guys. So you're just going to check the tables. And here, okay, as soon as you get absinthe, that's the alcohol that you need. So you take the absinthe and the rag and you disinfect the rag to supercharge your healing. Okay, the aseptic rags can heal you much faster. You need much less of these than clean rags to heal yourself. Okay, and you can clean your wound first with the alcohol, and then you can apply the rags to it. Okay, so that's that sorted. There's a weapon shop, but you don't focus on weapon shops. Okay, you don't focus on weapon shops at all. You just keep running down this road. You know, where we should have gone right, but we went left. Keep going down this road. And then you're going to cross the bridge. Remember, guys, this is vanilla loot. I'm busy with ultimate guide with a very important video on my test server. And I have to wait for certain things to occur with that guide. So I'm just doing this on single player at the moment with official loot settings. Okay. So there's a shop. Okay. So we first go to this shop. But we want to be here as well. We want to, okay, let's go down here first. Okay, so as soon as you see, okay, and of course the puppet damage is default, so I'm not worried about the puppet damage at all. Let's just see, I've got no medical skill, okay, and for a C4, it's basically 2 of them, okay, but of course we don't need to heal them because they will heal themselves. So just remember, as soon as you cross the bridge, you want to go right first, okay? As soon as you cross the bridge. Then you're going to get your first hunting shop, and that's what you want to focus on, are the hunting shops, okay? So there's a suicide puppet in here. Blow him up. And here we find our first hiking backpack, okay? Yes, the puppet destroyed the hiking backpack. Okay, but it's fine. We can just repair it. So you actually wanna let the suicide puppets come out because they're gonna destroy all the equipment inside here. Okay, but there's boots. The pants wouldn't have been destroyed. Most of these things wouldn't have been destroyed. A scope, 12 broadhead carbon arrows. This is default loot, guys. Default loot. Okay, just remember that it's default loot. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to drop the hiking backpack because we destroyed this one. Okay, and then we're going to take these, put the alcohol in there, put these 12 arrows in here. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to drag the puppets out, but you guys already saw there was a hiking backpack in there. Okay, so now we're going to come here. And we want them to come to us. Like, yeah, we want them to come to us. Okay? So we're going to run. They will only explode if they get close to you. And these are official loot settings, guys. Official loot settings. Okay? And of course, we can just kill them as soon as they're out of the building. We don't have to wait for them to explode, you know. We can just kill them like this. So that they don't destroy the equipment inside. Okay? Just get inside, yeah. Okay, I don't know where that puppet is. Okay, that puppet lost us. And here we go, guys. Official loot settings. Okay? Official loot settings. Okay? Very important. This is official loot settings. 1 times multiplier. Okay? Nothing special. 1 times multiplier. 12 wooden arrows there as well. Those are cool looking wooden arrows. Okay? So this is the second hunting shop. Now we're going to go to the third one. So we would have got the 2 hiking backpacks by now on a 1 times loot multiplier. This is a gun shop. There's not a lot of loot. There's not a lot of loot that's on the outside in the gun shops. Okay, so you can blow them up in the gun shops because most of the loot you're gonna find in a gun shop is going to be inside a container or something, okay? So you don't have to worry about blowing those guys up. But again, I'm not a fan of the gun shops. I'm only a fan of the hunting shops. Okay, so let's get to the third one. Again, guys, official loot settings. Look at all the loot. Okay, look at all the loot. We're going to give him a path to us. Got to make sure he follows us. There we go. And there we go. Now we've got a new bow. We've got military boots, which is the best. Okay, we can just combine those two arrows. You know, we've got more hunter ammo. We've got a hunting scope with hunting ammo. We've got a bushman. We can keep this, or we can take these boots. Really doesn't matter. That's after we lost. Okay, and then we can put 2 bow silencers on here. That's after we lost the initial loot, guys. Remember the first one where we destroyed the hiking backpack? Okay. Look at all the loot space that we have now. Okay. So, guys, the city is by far a great priority point for you. Okay. A fantastic priority point. So, yes, guys, that is how to get a hiking backpack as fast as possible with the new meta in Scum. Okay. And then we've got a clothing store here as well. Get a mask. We can sell that mask. Okay, that's extra inventory space. Okay. And you can get quivers. You can get quivers in the hunting shops as well. We just didn't get lucky with any quivers at the moment. Remember the back. More inventory space. Jean is even more inventory space. Okay. So very quick and easy, guys. Very quick and easy. Okay. It's a clear-cut, simple route. And definitely by far the fastest way to get a hiking backpack in Scum. I'm just checking if I can find a lucky vehicle. And then, police stations right here, where you can get ammo and stuff, lockers. Like these, like these wooden arrows that you find. That's quite cool. And go up here, and then just check the jail cells for extra clothing and stuff. They've already got 9mm ammo. You don't have to have lockpicks. There's a lot of things that you can search in the police station. And then you can get clothing, okay? Here in the jail cells. Not always, but you can. And then you can just search the lockers. And of course, like I say, there's a lot of clothing stores and liquor stores and everything in here. So yes, guys, that's basically it. If this video helped you, please let me know in the comments down below. Okay. And yeah, write down these tips for the 0.8 update so that you guys can get the fastest start possible. Okay. And just have as much fun as possible. That is the aim of the game. Okay. Here we are in the basketball court where we can get more military loot. Okay. And then from here, there's another shop when you go over this we go across this field and track place here. Run over the field and track place. So we got 3 hunting shops, 1 gun shop. We skipped 1 gun shop, but there's 3 gun shops and 3 hunting shops. And we're gonna get the second gun shop right now. Same thing, try and get them out. There we go. You don't have to, guys. Again, you don't have to. Just a safer option. And here's the second gun shop. Okay. 20 shotgun rounds. 9mm. Okay. So there are quite a few things. Even on, like, this is official loot. Yeah, 308 ammo. Okay, so there is loot. There is quite a bit of loot lying around. So it's a very good idea getting all of them out of here. Okay? It's a very good idea to get all of them out of here. Okay, so there's one more gun shop here. Okay. But if you go to scummap.com and you go to the city layout, Summerboard layout, they will show you where all the points of interest are. And from here, you can go loot that. You can go loot that town. Okay. You can go loot this crazy house over here. You can go and loot the bunker. You can go and loot that town, or you can go as far as this place, or you can go and loot just the outside of the military airfield, because inside is very dangerous. Or if you watch my guides, you can do the entire place. And then half an hour would have definitely passed. Okay, you just have to stay out of the area for half an hour and then come back, and you can loot those 3 hunting shops again and try and get them a quiver or whatever the case would be. But finding a military quiver inside a bunker is not that difficult either. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and just click that like button. And if you want to see and learn everything there is to see and learn about Scum as the game gets updated, click the subscribe button. And if you want to support me to try and do this full-time one day, my Patreon link is down below, or you can just hit the join button. And yes, for anyone wondering why I've taken a week, and not uploaded anything, I am busy with a guide that takes a lot of time. But I will do, I thought the guide would be finished much sooner, but I am going to give you at least 1 video a day until I give you guys that guide, and then we can start pumping out the videos again. Have a wonderful day. Cheers. And just look what we found in the city. Same character, guys. Same character. Cool pickup truck right in the city. I was actually planning on going to... So there's the cool pickup truck that we can build up. There's a vehicle spawn point in there as well. And then we've got the big shopping center over here, which was very close to the third... Very, very close to the third place that we looted. Sorry, I'm just... It was just quite surprising that we found the Hell Rider pickup truck right there. But very important that you guys know all this for the next wipe, so that you guys can get the best start possible. And even if you're not there on wipe day, maybe maybe most of the cars will be taken, but you know how to get gear loot and gear as fast as possible. Big City is a wonderful, wonderful place, guys. Wonderful, wonderful place. There's alcohol there on the shelf. And I found another bottle of alcohol just in a random building. Okay. So yeah, purifying your rags are easier than ever before. Easier than ever before. Some cool gloves for us. Food. And of course, we've got the rivers for water, which will always keep us alive. Random clothing over here, which we can cut up into rags and clean again with the alcohol. Remember to never ignore the clothing, the clean clothing that you find, even if you don't want to wear it. Remember, those are your rags to survive. And even more food. Hope this helps you guys in the future. Remember, Scum is much, much bigger than you think. Cheers.